97.5 WFHR and 105.5 WIRI, your Wisconsin Rapids home for locally grown radio. Here's your Daily News Roundup.
From the Wisconsin Rapids Local Newsroom, I'm Melissa Kay. Gas prices have risen 27.9 cents per gallon over the last week, landing at an average of $3.65 on Monday. This is more than $1.13 higher than a month ago and 60 cents per gallon higher than this time last year. Officials at Gas Buddy say gas prices continue to rise nationwide. Seasonal factors are taking effect, and the ongoing supply concerns tied to the Strait of Hormuz could push the national average above the $4 per gallon mark later this week. We haven't seen the national average that high since 2022. Diesel prices are surging to multi-year highs, with some markets nearing record-breaking territory. Officials say global oil prices continue to climb, and early indications suggest consumers may begin to pull back in response to the rapid pace of those increases. Marshfield Clinic Research Institute kicks off a third year of citizen tick collection. Over the course of the past 2 years, nearly 6,000 ticks were collected in both 2024 and 2025 from nearly every Wisconsin county. Around 61% of ticks collected in 2024 were the American dogwood tick, and the majority of the remainder were the deer black-legged tick. Researchers saw almost a 10% increase in the number of deer ticks in 2025. The first 2 years of the study revealed much rarer species now appearing in the state, such as the Lone Star tick. Deer and Lone Star ticks are known to carry diseases such as Lyme's disease, anaplasmosis, and other bacterial and blood infections. Prepaid tick collection kits are available from the Marshfield Clinic Research Institute or by calling 715-389-7796. The Wisconsin Rapids Public School District is sharing an overview of the operational referendum that will appear on voters' ballots on April 7th. This operational referendum asks voters to consider a $3.8 million 5-year proposal to support the district's day-to-day operating needs. This would fund essential school functions not fully covered by state funding, including classroom instruction, student services, staffing, utilities, transportation, and building operations. More information can be found on the district website. In-person absentee voting is already underway and continues through Friday, April 3rd. The spring election date is Tuesday, April 7th. The annual United We Can event is coming up with the United Way of Southwood and Adams counties. This year is the 14th annual Food Sculpture Contest, and it'll be at Lunch by the River on June 11th. Teams can register to participate to build sculptures entirely from non-perishable food and basic need items. These will be donated to local food programs after the sculptures are displayed during Lunch by the River. Since 2013, United We Can has brought in over 84,000 pounds of food and $8,800 for local food programs. Teams can register now at uwswac.org. The town of Rome is looking for part-time public works staff to help maintain the community. These part-time positions include general laborer and mowing crew. You can apply in person at the Rome Town Hall or online at romewi.gov. There's open badging today at Macmillan Library from noon to 5 p.m. This is an opportunity to get badged on various equipment and receive an orientation to the space. You'll need this training to use the open make hours on Friday, March 27th, which runs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Local news at the top and bottom of every hour throughout the day or on demand anytime at WFHR.com and WIRI.FM. From the Wisconsin Rapids Local Newsroom, I'm Melissa Kay.
With Civic Media News, I'm Stace Keene. Francesca Hong is out front, but there's still a lot undecided. The latest Marquette Law School poll shows the Madison State Representative leading Wisconsin's Democratic race for governor with 14% support. Former Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes is close behind at 11%. While most Democratic voters remain undecided, on the Republican side, Congressman Tom Tiffany leads with 40%, far ahead of Andy Mansky at 6%. The poll also shows most voters haven't picked a side yet in the state Supreme Court race. Those candidates, Chris Taylor and Maria Lazar, debate tonight. Governor Tony Evers is signing a new bill into law that aims to ease overcrowding in hospitals. The next of kin bill will let immediate family members approve transfers from hospitals to rehab centers without having to get court-appointed guardianship. Officials with Amplify Health by Gunderson say they've been wanting for this bill to pass because it would help ease crowd issues at hospitals. Officials say the bill's passing is helping the hospital's goal of caring for the entire community. Microsoft is changing how it works with cities on new data center projects. The company announced it will stop using non-disclosure agreements which kept early planning details secret. Towns like Beaver Dam, Kenosha, Janesville, and Menominee have all signed NDAs in the past. Microsoft says it's now working to end any that remain, like in Racine County. A proposal to outlaw those agreements in Wisconsin failed to pass before the session ended last week. And if you're traveling to the Milwaukee season opener, you're asked to allow for a little extra time to get to American Family Field. The ballpark is in the middle of the I-94 East-West Freeway construction project. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation says the traffic patterns around the stadium could delay thousands of fans who are headed into tomorrow's opener against the Chicago White Sox. The Brewers say they're hiring 3 sheriff's deputy crews and a tow truck to clear disabled vehicles from the freeway in order to keep traffic moving. More news is available at civicmedia.us.
Opening day tomorrow. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. The Brewers' opening day is tomorrow at AmFam Field. Right-hander Jacob Mizorowski gets the start from Milwaukee against the Chicago White Sox right-hand pitcher Shane Smith. I asked the 23-year-old Mizorowski from Missouri if he had any fond memories of attending an opening day ball game.
You know, honestly, I don't think I've ever been to an opening day. I think all my opening days were on TV. You know, I was playing some other sport, doing something else, so it's going to be kind of fun to finally be at one.
The Brewers made a trade yesterday. They picked up relief pitcher Jake Wolford from the Rays in exchange for minor league pitcher Casey Hunt. NBA, the Bucks are in Portland tonight against the Trailblazers. Doc Rivers getting upset after being asked about the Bucks losing 10 of their last 14 games.
Did we win the last game? Right, but my point is, but we won the last game. So clearly they showed up the next game, right? This is not like we got blown out 40 games in a row.
That's the Bucks head coach Doc Rivers. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
Mostly sunny and warm today. We'll get to the mid to upper 60s for a high this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy. We'll drop to 43 for a low. Tomorrow, a few scattered showers, mostly cloudy. We'll get to the mid to upper 50s in the morning with falling temperatures in the afternoon. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable.
That's your Wisconsin Rapids News Roundup from WIRI and WFHR, locally grown radio. Find more news anytime at WFHR.com and WIRI.FM. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts.